What's going on? This your boy, Chris Sanders, coming to you with another podcast episode on this beautiful Friday morning, almost afternoon, man. I am doing well this morning, bro. Sun is shining, can't complain. Nice weather for the month of October, man. Man, God has been good, bro, because usually by now it'd be cold, but up here in Kent, Ohio, but I will take this nice weather. Today it's right now, it's 70 degrees right now, man. I'm just, man, I can't complain, bro, because up here in Kent it gets cold. Like when it get cold, it get cold. But I'll take this nice weather, man. I don't think it's really supposed to get cold till maybe sometime next week. But listen, I'll take this nice weather, bro, because I plan on going outside, hopefully doing a little basketball, playing a little basketball with my boys, man. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully going out somewhere to eat. We'll see, man. We'll see what's on the agenda today. But hey, like I said, I've been doing real well. I woke up early this morning. As always, had to get my workout in. You already know how it is. Upper chest, had to get my upper chest today. And then when I came back, I was cooking me some of my famous breakfast, cooked my famous omelet. Today we had spinach, tomato, mushroom, onion, bacon, and cheddar cheese in that boy. You already know what it is. See, I don't do the whole just bowl of cereal, man. I'll be cooking myself some good breakfast, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I like to eat good because like I said, I work out all the time. So in order for me to refill my body, I got to give it the right nutrients. So I don't just do the whole yogurt boy. That's like a side. So like I'll eat yogurt with my eggs and my turkey bacon or my turkey sausage, depending on what I'm feeling that day. Maybe throw in some oatmeal. But yeah, man, like I said, I always love to refill my body the right way because I'm in the health and fitness. So that's what we got going on. Had a little work meeting earlier before I jumped on this podcast. Uh, Man, I gotta get my team together, man. I gotta get my work team together because some of them's lazy. Me, I'm highly motivated, highly disciplined. I'm rah rah, let's go, let's get to work. But a lot of people on my team ain't on that level. So that's the thing. It's like in a leadership position, what I've learned is that you can't really expect people to work just like you. And that's what I'm trying to learn is like, me, I like to get stuff done right away. I'm disciplined, I'm on time. But I know some people, they ain't on that discipline level. So we got to get them together. I was a little frustrated because I was supposed to have a call. I actually had two calls because I understand like, the students that I lead, we all have different schedules. We either, have tests, exams, stuff like that, classes. So I try to make myself available. I try to make myself as flexible as possible. And the fact that some of them are still not showing up, still ain't doing what they're supposed to do, that's a problem. Well, anyway, we're gonna get work on it. We're gonna get working on that, man. You know what I'm saying? But I'm on the call. Like I said, overall my day's been going really well. Week is going good. Um, I'm gonna attend my weekly yoga class tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So it's everything's going pretty good. Halfway through the semester. Uh, Almost one semester down and one semester left until I graduate college and get my bachelor's degree in business management. So I'm looking forward to that. Also, man, I was on the grill earlier. I was on the grill earlier this week on Wednesday. I had like a little cookout, not for the whole neighborhood, but it was just for a few people. I was supposed to have it was me, my roommates, my two roommates, and then I was supposed to have my other two friends, but they didn't come. But it was all good. We had plenty of food. We had some chicken, we had some hot dogs, some hamburgers. Man, it was the bomb. I mean, that was probably the best idea I came up with because I was like, well, I want to get on this grill because I haven't been on the grill in my apartment complex. I've been to the pool, but I wanted to get on the grill because I know any day it's gonna get cold, and when it gets cold, it stay cold for a little bit. So I was like, bro, I'm gonna get on this grill, and it was phenomenal. No, your boy grill master, your boy is all things through Christ, which strengthens me. Amen. So I got on the grill and grilled out some phenomenal hot dogs, hamburgers, and chicken wings. So you already know it was going down. It was going down that day, and it tasted real good. So, like I said, man, you trying to get you some, you trying to get you a little taste of Chef Chris's special, man. Come down to Campus Point, which is here in Kent, Ohio, and I'll hook you some up, man. As long as you get the ingredients, I don't mind cooking it for you because I found cooking to be one of my surprisingly one of my passions. Now I've never really looked at cooking like that, but I think cooking has developed into one of my passions. So I really love doing it. So like I said, I don't mind cooking for a group of people. I really don't. I think it's relaxing. I think it's fun, listen to your favorite music. So I mean it's meditation. It's almost relaxing in some sense. So I always love to do my favorite things every single day. And that's what I try to do. I try to live out my best life. I try to, be able to take advantage of every single day that I live. And that's just the track I'm on, man. But yeah, life's been going good. Still working on getting my book out there, as always. Still in the process of getting it published. So I already have the cover picked out. They put some text on the back of the cover. They put my picture on the back of the cover. Now that I finally finished my edits. Took a little bit because they was going in. Like I said, like there was a bunch of red on my paper. I was like, man, and it was just for like little grammar stuff. But like I said, I got all that taken care of. And now, they're working on trying to get the text inside the book to see how many pages it will be. I'm assuming it's probably going to be between 40 and 50 pages. Nothing real long, nothing real, complicated, very simple wording, very simple message. So I think you guys will really love it. The book is called Step Towards Your Purpose. That's scheduled to be released sometime in December. I say since I started the process on September 22nd, they said 3 months from now it should be ready. So I'm gonna say December 22nd. So around Christmas time, if you're looking for a gift to give somebody, get my book, Step Towards Your Purpose. It will be on sale. I don't know the pricing and stuff yet. We're gonna work on trying to come up with a good price for it. And we'll get it out there on the shelves. It'll be on Amazon, Barnes and Nobles. So you cannot miss it. Got a paperback version and an ebook version. So definitely go check out my book, man. Very excited. One of the biggest things you know, I'm about to accomplish so far. I haven't wrote a book yet. I've always had to write papers in school. Never really liked writing papers in school, but I decided to write a book. How say how funny is that? Never like writing essays. Never did. But it's just crazy how I've developed this passion for writing. Like I said, like when you spend time with yourself, you discover a lot about yourself. I think I discovered a lot about myself during 2020 when I was in the quarantine. So that kind of allowed me to pursue that dream of being able to finally write a book, get my name on something, and have it out there for the world to share. So I'm doing a lot of great things, doing a lot of things that I didn't think I would be doing. So I'm very excited for where I'm about to go, the direction I'm about to head. And yeah, man, it's the future's just looking bright for me, man. The future's looking bright. But anyway, man, I'm not gonna, go too long-winded because I really want to get into this episode today. I came up with this episode. I was trying to figure out an idea what I wanted to talk about. And I always love to be able to start off with stories. I always love to be able to tell, some scenarios that maybe happened to me this week. So I have a very interesting story. Hold on one second. I'm gonna give me a drink real quick. Or throat got a little dry. See, so that's what happened when you be talking a lot, man. Your throat get a little dry though. So, but anyway, man, like I said, I always love to be able to start it off with, stories or experiences that I've dealt with throughout the week. One thing that I I got to meet somebody who is going to be a very special person to my roommate. So my roommate Dev, me and Dev, we talk a lot, have a lot of great conversations. One thing that he's been doing a lot lately is spending time with this girl that he really likes. Now I'm just gonna say that this is his girlfriend because he's been spending at least the past 5 6 days with her. He tells me that he trying to figure it out, but I already know that's his girlfriend. He already cooked for her. She already cooked for him. So I think they pretty much got it. They pretty much, in my eyes, girlfriend boyfriend. So but I got the chance to meet her for the first time last Friday because we all went out to Chick-fil-A together, and I found some things interesting about his girlfriend. One thing is that she has this strange addiction to going to Starbucks and Target every day. Starbucks and Target. Now, I've heard that actually, I've seen in some Targets there is a Starbucks inside a Target. Now, if she said if there's a star, if she goes to Target, but then if she sees a Starbucks, she also going to Starbucks. See, this is a crazy addiction because people do are addicted to Starbucks. People do I see the Starbucks line out the window, but I've never really heard of anybody who just likes to go to Target though. That was what I was like, what? Like it was bad. Like this is bad because when I was driving, I drove out there to Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A is probably about 20, 25-minute drive from Kent, Ohio. And right across from Chick-fil-A, there was a Target. There was a Target, and she was like, "Oh, look, there's a Target. Can we go?" I was like, "Bruh." And my boy was like, "You just went to Target earlier." So she's one of them type of people that if she sees it, she gotta go. Like if she see a Starbucks, she gotta go. If she see a Target, she gotta go for some reason, man. And it's just like, man, it's just like, dang, is that bad? You know what I'm saying? Like if you see it, you feel like you gotta go. I'm like, what's the whole deal behind it? And she was telling me about the history between her mom and how her mom always used to take her to Target. And I think, Starbucks, everybody got hooked on Starbucks. So the Target thing, she claims she got it from her mom because her mom used to always go there with her as a kid. And then the Starbucks thing, I think that she just, had one drink and fell in love. That's just how everybody is. Like when they have that drink of coffee from Starbucks, they think it's all that. But I honestly think it's overpriced. Like $5, bro. You can make your own coffee for less than that. But I'm not, but like I said, like, everybody got a choice. Everybody, got their own addictions, own things that they love. But I think what it is that it gives people a sense of comfort. So when people feel like they need to have something, it's because it gives them a sense of comfort. So when I looked up the word addiction, the word addiction, according to the internet, if you type it in on Google and you research what it means is referencing a compulsive engagement towards a substance, thing, or activity. So really, when you think of the word compulsive engagement, that means you need to be, you need to have it. That's really what it means. You need to be with it. You need to have it every single day, or else you can't function. Just like when people need to have coffee every day, they feel like that coffee is giving them the ability to function, or the drugs or alcohol, smoking, right? All those things, people feel like they need it because it's allowing them to function, right? Those are examples, in my opinion, of bad addictions. Now I know coffee fans, they're gonna get on me for this. I know people who drink coffee, they're gonna get mad at me for saying that coffee is a bad addiction. But really, what coffee has in it is caffeine, and caffeine is a drug. It's classified as a drug. If you look it up, it says caffeine is a drug, right? So that's a drug that um is in coffee, but it's legal. It's not obviously it's legal because you can sell it. You can sell it in coffee. Mainly, I've known it to be in coffee and maybe some pop drinks. But what the caffeine is, it's a stimulant. Okay, it's a stimulant that increases activity in your brain and nervous system, right? So that's why people love it because it gives them energy. It makes them feel stimulant, right? But I wouldn't necessarily think that caffeine, being addicted to coffee is a good thing just because, like I said, if you drink too much of it, you can have complications. But like I said, I've never really needed coffee in the morning. I've never drank coffee. I've never really, was sold on the idea of drinking coffee because I know people drink coffee to give them energy. I just got natural energy. Coffee is more artificial. I can just wake up on my own and be able to do that. But like I said, everybody is different. Everybody is different. But like I said, like some examples of things that people may be addicted to that aren't necessarily good is coffee, drugs, alcohol, smoking. I'm gonna throw social media, TV, and video games. See, those are mine. Those are what I feel like are the top addictions, right? Are top addictions that a lot of people feel like they need to have in order to function. Um, and I view those as bad addictions because they're providing more negative to the body versus positive to the body, right? They're not really giving benefit in the long run. They may give some benefit in the short term, but in the long run, I don't see it as a long term benefit. I'll give coffee, for example, because I know coffee, people may go either way with that. I know that's a controversial one. I know more people are, maybe agree more on drugs, alcohol, smoking, because, there's more side effects to that. There's more obvious side effects to those things. But when I say coffee, coffee it doesn't give you long lasting energy. What it does is it's like a nitro boost. Like if you ever played the car game when you was like a kid, and then you would press the nitro button, it would go fast for a little bit, but then it would slow down all of a sudden. That's coffee. So what it really is doing is it's giving all that energy to the brain. But then I've heard instances where people start to crash. So you can function for a little bit of time, but then you about to crash. So then it affects your performance throughout the day because it's not going to carry on throughout the whole day. It only carries on for a certain amount of hours. And really, it's almost like, so I did my research. So I'm like, okay, what are some of the negative effects that caffeine can have? Is that, you know, it increases metabolism, but at the same time, cerebral blood flow, including a relative brain hyperfusion. Caffeine activates neuronal neurons and affects. I don't even know. honestly, like saying that caffeine can cause insomnia, nervousness, and relentlessness, stomach irritation, nausea. So yeah, increased heart rate, all these things that caffeine can do because, like I said, is increasing that energy in the brain and it's also affecting the heart rate. So anyway, I'm not trying to go on a tangent about caffeine, but I'm just, just giving my perspective on why I think it's a bad addiction because, like I said, like it's not really providing a lot of benefit because over time is really affecting the body in a negative way. But I do think that you don't necessarily need the coffee if you have a reason for waking up in the morning. If you have a reason for why you want to get up out of bed, right? Because I necessarily don't drink coffee. And the reason I don't drink coffee is because I feel like I have enough natural energy because my purpose is what drives me up out of bed. My purpose for being able to see another day, my purpose for being able to go out and make a difference in somebody's life, that gives me up and out of bed. My purpose for doing this podcast is my purpose for getting out of bed. My purpose is what drives me to get up. And that's why I don't need a whole lot of things to depend on because my why, my purpose through God allows me to get up every morning and be able to continue to work on myself each and every day, right? You know what I'm saying? So like my purpose is the reason why I continue to keep moving and continue to keep pressing forward. Now, there are some good habits you can get into though. There are some good habits that you can practice, right? So there are good habits you can get into that's going to help benefit you, right? So let me rewind a little bit. So let me explain, social media, TV, video games. So I know drugs, alcohol, smoking, majority of people can agree that that's not really bad. That's not really a good addiction. Social media, right? What social media is doing, okay, it's affecting, your social skills. Social media affects how you interact in the real world because you used to being able to look at that phone, be able to look at other people on social media. And then when you look up from social media, it seems like you lost, right? Same with TV, video games, because what that technology does, it puts you in a world, it puts you in a fantasy world to now you getting so caught up in that to now when you finally shut it off, now you lost. Now you don't know what's going on because your brain has been occupied in looking at that screen. And then now when it comes time to do it in real life, it becomes foreign. Like when it comes time to talking to people in real life, right? You used to talking to them and telling all your business and confronting them on social media. But now when it's time to say something in person, now you don't know how to talk because you used to being comfortable doing that. And it's really taking time out of your day. It's taking time away from what you could be doing and that time that you could be spending toward your dream, right? But like I said, there are good habits. I believe that there are good habits. Bad addictions are almost like habits. You develop that habit, but you can always turn those bad habits into good habits that are going to help benefit you. Some of my examples of good habits are praying, reading, exercising, eating healthy, meditation, investing. and working on your goals. Why? Why do I label those as good habits? Because those are what's going to give you benefit. That's going to benefit you throughout your day. When I pray to God, when I'm praying, that's providing me with protection, because that literally I'm asking God to help find my purpose. I'm able to find who I am through praying. I'm able to ask for protection through praying. I'm able to have that whole armor of God on me when I pray. Right? Reading about self-help books. I read a lot of self-help books, and in those self-help books, I find it useful. I find useful tips on how to be able to live my life going forward, and how I can better myself out here in this world, and how I can become the person who I've been destined to be. So one book, I think I showed you this book earlier, but I'm gonna show it to you again. This is one of the books that I read. It's called Rhinoceros Success: The Secret to Charging Full Speed Toward Every Opportunity. This is by Scott Alexander. So this is by Scott Alexander. This is what the book looks like. And it's one of those books where you just kind of read it, right? It'll give you step by steps, right? And one thing that I found interesting in this book is it talks about rhinos and talks about the behavior of rhinos, and it kind of alludes to how humans can behave in order to charge forward towards success. So one thing that I highlighted, I actually turned right to this book, and it's turned right to this page in chapter 3, is that rhinos are happy traveling to new jungles and meeting other wild animals. Cows are happy watching television or searching the internet. Rhinos are happy when they are charging toward their goals, but cows are happy to lie in the sun all day chewing on their cud. Ooh, that's different. So what I learned from that is that rhinos are active, cows are passive. So he was trying to give a comparison between cows and rhinos. See, rhinos are like one of those animals that like to charge forward, but cows are like one of those animals that like to sit back, right? So the cows are the people who like to watch the TV, video games, go on social media, waste their time doing stuff that's not going to provide them any benefit. But the rhinos are the ones that's trying to work on their goal, trying to work on ways on how they can take care of themselves and also go after their goals. See, one thing, I'm not really trying to come up with a definite solution on how to get rid of an addiction. But what I want to say is that if you put that energy towards if you put that same energy, how you put that energy into coffee, how you put that energy into, video games, social media, and all these things does not give you any benefit. If you just flip the script and you put that energy into achieving your dream and working on your dream, you can become unstoppable. I'm convinced you can become unstoppable, because an addiction is something you do almost every day, right? It's a compulsive engagement. You're doing it every single day, if not maybe more than once a day. That's a true addiction. If you feel like you need to have it every day, it's a need. It becomes a need instead of a want. So coffee is a need instead of a want. So if you feel that way about your coffee, if you feel that way about social media or watching TV, playing video games, or your alcohol, just change that mindset on using that same energy toward working on your dream. Spend every day writing that book. If you have a dream, just like Martin Luther King, if you have a dream to become an author, you have a dream to become a lawyer, you have a dream to become a business owner, spend every day working on that goal, working on that little thing that is going to take in order for you to get there. If you want to be a writer, just like me, when I decided I wanted to write a book, what did I do? I spent, every day trying to write at least a few paragraphs in that chapter. If you want to become a lawyer, study for that bar exam. If you want to go into law, study for that bar exam. And spend every day trying to figure out how am I going to pass the bar exam. What type of work do I need to do to become that lawyer? If you want to become a businessman, if you want to become a business major, spend time each and every day developing a product, trying to figure out your clientele, trying to figure out where can I go with this business? What location? What's the geographic market? Just study those little things every single day, man. You training for a marathon, spend every day training, spend every day trying to get better so you can be able to run that half or full marathon, right? So what I'm trying to tell you is that just take those addictions, take that energy, take that compulsive engagement towards those bad addictions and just switch them into good addiction. Just switch them into what you want to become. What you what are you striving for? What are you trying to achieve in this life? And if you can just turn that into that, you'll be unstoppable. Like I said, I'm not a doctor. I don't study medicine. I'm not a psychologist, but I'm just trying to give you principles on how you can flip your mindset. How can you change that mindset? Right? How can you turn a negative into a positive? Is what I'm trying to say. Right? Because one thing that was, I would lie to you and say that I've never had an addiction. I would lie straight to your face because I used to be addicted to some of these things on that list. I'm like I said, I've never been addicted to coffee, drugs, alcohol, smoking. But social media, TV, video games, that was me back in high school. That was me because I used to always love to watch TV. I used to always love to be on social media. There was a time where I got my phone taken away a lot when I was a kid because I apparently to my parents, I was being disobedient and I wasn't following the rules. So they used to always take my phone away for some reason. And I remember when I didn't have the phone, I remember that I had no idea what I was doing. I had no idea what to do because I became so accustomed to having that phone in my hand that when I got it taken away, I felt like I couldn't do anything. I felt like the power that I had in my hand was gone. But now that I look back on that incident, it's not that I didn't have any power. I just didn't have a purpose. I just said, I listen. I'm preaching to somebody right now. It's not like I didn't have power without it. I just didn't have purpose. The reason you might be addicted to some of these things on the bad addictions list is because you haven't found your purpose. Your purpose is in the coffee. Your purpose is in a video game. Your purpose is in social media. But if you have a real purpose on making a difference, if you got a real purpose on trying to better yourself, you won't need some of these things in order to get you going because if you turn your passion into your purpose, that's going to allow you to get up every morning. Because, like, if you look forward to doing something every single day, that's what's going to give you that energy. That's going to give you that natural energy that's going to get you out of bed. Not a coffee, not drugs, alcohol. You're going to be able to function because you're going to know what you want. It's just like, when you look forward to an exciting event, let's say you're about to go on vacation, you've been looking forward to this trip, and now, it's like 2 days away. You ever get that feeling to where you cannot sleep because you're so looking forward to being able to go out and travel on this phenomenal vacation? That's the same energy you need to have when you're trying to go after your purpose. Now, if you don't like what you're doing, stop doing it. The reason people don't like what they're doing is because they they've gone into something that is not them. They've either felt obligated to do it by somebody else, or they just doing it for money. And my challenge to you is to stop doing things just for the money. You got to find a real reason. You got to find a deeper why to why you do what you do every morning. And if you can't figure that out, then you can't be doing, you got to stop doing what you're doing. If you don't like going to that job every day, who's telling you you need to go to that job every day? If you don't like the people you hanging around, if you don't like how every time you go hang out with a certain group of people that you always feel guilty, then why are you feeling making yourself feel obligated to be around those people? The only person that has a choice, you have been given free will, you have been given a choice. So if you don't like where you're going, if you don't like the direction your life is heading, you have the ability to change whatever it is that you want to make happen to you. You have that ability. It's not hard. You just have to tell yourself enough is enough. You can't let people make you feel obligated to do something you don't want to do. That's on you. So if you learn how to change that, and just by saying no to things that you should be that you're saying yes to, and just going after what you want. But the reason you don't want to do it is because you're afraid, because you're comfortable in that area. You have been comfortable in that job. You've been comfortable around this group of people. So when it comes time to step out of your comfort zone, you don't know how to do it because it's uncertain. Because it's the need to have it. It's the need to have that job because it's giving you money. It's a need to be around those friends because around those group of friends, you feel like you verify. The need to have it. That's an addiction. The need to have it. So you become addicted to the wrong thing. You become addicted to your job because you need the money. You become addicted to money instead of purpose because you can do something. You can create something. You have been given the ability to create. So if you can create some of your own, you can make $1 million. If you just learn how to use your creativity, you learn how to use, whatever gifts that God given you. For example, like your voice, your writing ability, your singing ability, your analytical ability, whatever God has given you, just use that and be able to create that life for yourself, right? And just be able to go after it every single day. If you continue to work on it and hone on it every single day, you're going to see the results pay off. I always use my personal example by my podcast. I kept pouring in work every single day because my purpose for making a difference for people is the reason why I'm still doing this today. My purpose for impacting people is the reason why I'm still doing this. And now 60 some episodes later, I have seen the growth, I've seen the development. So you don't get caught up in trying to make things perfect right away. Yes, when you go out and you branch off into doing something of your own, will it work out right away? No, because in order to succeed, you must fail. So there's going to be times where you may fail, but in order to succeed, you must fail because the lesson is in the failure. So when you try something and you fail, don't look at it as it wasn't right for me. This ain't it. Like I should just go back to doing what I don't like to do. No, just keep going after it. Just continue to refine it, continue to learn from that failure and just tweak it. And if you tweak it, you can continue to keep moving forward. And that's what I've had to learn over my years, over my time doing this, is that it wasn't that I was failing, it was just that I was just getting accustomed to it. So I had to learn along the way, right? This is like in school when you don't do good on the test and you take it again, you see what you didn't do right. So the next time that you take it, you can do a lot better on the test. See, that's just how life is. That's just how it is when you're going after something that you've never done before, and you just have to see what you know and what you don't know, and what you don't know, that's the place where you hone in and you try to learn it, and that way you can perfect it in the future. You know what I'm saying? So just continue to use that energy toward your purpose, man. Just continue to use that energy to be able to make a life out of yourself. Famous quote from Eric Thomas, man. I'll never forget this, man. He really spoke life into this quote. And I remember listening to this when I was about 16, 17 years old. One of his most famous quotes is, if you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful. Let me say that again. If you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful. That's what I'm talking about when I say you gotta, be addicted to success. You gotta be, it's got to be like you got to eat, sleep, breathe, success. You got to eat, sleep, breathe, whatever your purpose is. So if you on that level, right? If you get to the point where that's what you want to do, that's all you want to do, then you'll be successful because every day you're going to keep pouring into it. It's just like practicing a jump shot. Every day you practice, you're going to get better at it versus the person who ain't practicing. It's just like when you go to the gym, you continue to keep lifting. Over time, you're going to get stronger, right? Over time, when you keep lifting, your body's going to get accustomed to that weight that you're at, and it's going to be able to produce muscle. And then once you continue to get accustomed to that weight, that's when you can move up because your body has been accustomed. Your body has developed muscles in your body, and it's saying that I've got it because it's that repetition. Your body has been used to it. So now your body can move up, right? Because it's already been accustomed to that weight. And so that's what I mean. Is like when you are continuing to work on those dreams, work on those goals, your body and your mind and your body is going to be accustomed to that, and it's going to continue to grow and develop. You know what I'm saying? I say invest your time and money doing something that's going to bring you positive value versus negative value. Again, going back to the addictions that I label as bad addictions, right? Each addiction requires time and money. So every day you go in line and get that coffee from Starbucks, that's time and money. That's time you got to wait in line. That's money that you got to spend. Every time you go on social media for 3, 4 hours, that's time. That's a lot of time that you wasting 3, 4 hours just looking at pictures. When you go on those video games, that's time. That's time, right? That's time that you wasting, and that's money that you could have been making. I'm pretty good right now. Like I said, the more time you waste, the more money you waste because the more time you spend that's on stuff that's not giving you value, the more money you losing because you ain't producing nothing that's going to give you value back. Right. So that's why I say invest your time and money into doing something that's going to give you value. Invest your time working out because what working out does is going to allow you to become a healthier person. Right. When you invest in time, you can feel more good. You can feel better about yourself. It makes you feel more confident that we can walk boldly, you know what I'm saying, in this world, right? When you spend time every day reading, it can give you principles on how to live and how to become more knowledgeable, and where knowledge is, that's where the money is. Knowledge is the new money, right? So the more you know, the more you can do. The more you know, the more you can do. Just remember that. So like I said, invest your time in something that's going to bring you value. Invest your time that's going to allow you to become a better person and allow you to be able to have the confidence to be able to go out and be able to set yourself up for future success, right? So one of those things, like I said, exercise, investing, investing. When I got onto investing, right, and I invest in the market, that's that's something that gives me value. Is it risky? Yes, it's risky, but I'm getting value. But when I study it and learn it, I can receive value. The value is more money, right? So that's what I'm saying. Just continue to invest your time and your money into stuff that's going to bring you positive value. All right. That's my time for y'all, man. This your boy, Chris Simmons, coming to a close. Just remember, I got a lot of guests coming on the show in the future. I got like 4, 5 guests that are in line in terms of stuff, great topics that we're going to be talking about. I know I got Miss Ursula Keith. Miss Ursula Keith is going to be coming on sometime next week. So we will have an episode. We'll do an episode together. She was a great, great guest, great participant. So I'm really looking forward to having her. And we're also going to have 3, 4 more other guests that's going to be joining us real soon. So it's going to be a lot of episodes that are going to feature a lot of guests on here. So just be on the lookout for that. Also, follow us on Instagram at Disinfecting Your Life. There's no spaces, no capitals. Once again, follow us on Instagram at Disinfecting Your Life, no spaces, no capitals. Also, follow us on Twitter at This In Your Life One. Again, for those of you who are on Twitter, follow us at This In Your Life, DISN Your Life One. So again, that's at DISN Your Life One. And then also for y'all that's on Facebook, follow us on Facebook at Disinfect Your Life. Get all the latest and greatest updates and everything that's going on with our show. And also, don't forget, fall merch still available, man. Step toward your purpose. Go ahead and get you one. If you can follow us on Instagram, you can click the link in our bio. And when you click the link in our bio, it'll have a tab that says merch. And then when you click the merch tab, you'll be able to see that I got my shirts and I got my hoodies on there. So go get you one for the fall season. Got my hoodie on for the fall season. You already know how I be. Feels real good, real comfortable, man. But like I said, we're doing great things with this podcast, man. Doing many, many great things. So many great opportunities for advancement. And that's what we're on. Like I said, we going up, baby.
But anyway, man, it's been a great show today. This your boy, Chris Simmons. I'll see y'all next week. Take care, y'all. Peace.